So, where we last left off, you guys had just finished fighting a black pudding. As I told you, Dudley, because it was on you for so long, there's Sly, Sax. Because it was on you for so long, your shield took enough damage to become broken, and I believe your armor did as well. So, because that is medium armor, yes?
Oh man,
you're gonna give him the cool wolf armor and then break it?
Yeah, but he can get it fixed. Also, it's not like I immediately broke it.
Medium, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, medium, imposes the -2.
I mean, that is true. You did give it a week.
He's had the yes, I've given it a week and then some. He's had the armor for like 2 months.
No, I mean you broke it a week ago.
Oh,
and then today you broke it.
Yeah. But while we're here, there is also something I wanted to bring up, and gonna post it into the group chat.
That's never good.
Well, it's not bad. It's just this is the wrong group chat.
That's never good.
It's fine. So yeah,
okay.
I just wanted to bring up something called Rule 0. Because like there have been times in the past where there's been disagreements on the way this things should be done, and last week in particular, I had a hard time like making myself heard over something that was going on, and that just I don't know. That shouldn't happen. I shouldn't have to like really try to make myself heard. So, it's not a big deal, but it is something I just wanted to bring up. And I'm not gonna raise my voice. I'm not gonna try and yell over you guys. But if I'm having a hard time making myself be known, I'm just gonna start rolling scary dice. Now these are these rules I've operated on since the beginning of the game. I didn't just learn about it. So, just a heads up, I'm not a tyrant. And that is the downside of these rules, is that some people view them as, well, what I do is kind of, it's kind of like cooking in a way, where how much something goes into something, like not baking, cooking. Like there's got to be a little bit of the art to it and the give and take. So, Rule 0 says that like whatever the GM says happens is what happens. And if you disagree, that's fine. Like I will listen to you. And I'm gonna say, like, if you strongly disagree, I want you to phrase it like that. Like, I think it's very important that we stop and talk about this before we resolve it, and I will do that. But if it's for little stuff, I'm of the opinion.
Sorry, Andrew. I just got to reading Rule 3.
Oh yeah, gotcha. I'm of the opinion where if I think it will make for a better game, I don't really have a problem fudging. Oh yeah, all Dwarves was those Scottish accents. I don't really have a problem like fudging specifics. And if it is important, there are times where searching for that specific outcome might take a while. And I'd rather, I think it's more important to keep the game going, by and large. And so if there's a time where it's going to be an extremely laborious task, to answer a question, I would prefer that we make a ruling and then come back to it in the weeks in between our game and find out how it should actually be done in case it comes up in the future. Does that sound good to you guys?
Yeah. Jacob, why are you playing Baldur's Gate?
Hopefully he turned it off by now.
Almost.
Discord says otherwise.
Right.
In fact, Discord says that he started in the middle of that conversation.
So let me tell you about Rule 0. All right. Shadowheart casts Guiding Bolt.
Miss. No, she only
See,
missed.
that's an example of Rule 0 gone wrong because per Rule 0, Shadowheart always fucking misses.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
Yeah,
Shadowheart's
no matter what.
hitting everything. It's
Yeah,
weird.
exactly. That's a good example.
I have
My Rule 0 example for Shadowheart gone wrong is Inflict Wounds. I think of all the times I casted it, I think it hit twice. I just gave up on it.
Like I have literally never once landed Guiding Bolt.
Really?
I'm like, all right, fuck it, fine. Fucking Divine Guardians then. All right, jeez.
I don't. Did anybody see my meme I sent? It was like, there's no I in team, but there is 7 eyes, and fuck it, I don't care how big the room is.
Yeah.
I cast Fireball.
Yep.
I don't see that.
It's in the out of context memes.
Oh, I never look at the channel. What?
Thanks.
Okay.
Oh god. Unable to connect in GM. Please check your DM ID and password.
Okay.
Will gave me the same message.
Well, it's a good thing I have them up.
I'm connected.
Yeah.
I'm connected.
It's a user error.
True.
Probably just between you, chair and keyboard.
Yep.
But I have I have a really nice gaming chair.
Yeah.
Again, it's not the chair that's the issue. It's the issue between the chair and the
keyboard's really nice too.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
Again, it's the issue
in
between the chair and the keyboard.
But the issue with in between the keyboard is I got a vape. There's my phone. There's Baldur's Gate 3. Ooh, shiny.
Baldur's Gate 3 is in between your chair and your keyboard?
Yeah, I got Karlak down here.
Ayo.
All right. He's got a weird setup, man. Anyway, like I was saying, when we last left off, you guys had just finished fighting a black pudding. Nami.
Yep.
It's been quite a bit of time on
called.
Dudley,
Yeah.
and that is why his armor was broken.
Right.
And I lost Steve.
And we did lose
true.
Steve. I think a burial for Steve would not necessarily be a bad thing.
Yeah.
Do we do it in here, or want to take his bones with us?
That's up to you.
I'm cool with going out, because we're a lot of us are low on health. I'm low on spells. We can either funeralate, or try and resurrect Steve.
I think he's just bones, though. I don't think there's any flesh or anything.
Yeah, but
depending on the level of the spell,
Right.
you only need like a single body part.
Right.
But it's going
to be way more expensive.
Kobolds,
I'll look at the details.
and also whether any of these kobolds or that guy knows how to do that.
I'm going to tell you right away that Morgrim Cragfist, not a spellcaster.
I mean, maybe the Green Dragon would, but
maybe. They're usually not divine spellcasters.
That's true.
So we're taking a long rest in here, going back to camp.
I'd like to go back to camp. I think probably.
So you would like to leave the dungeon?
I think so. I think it's probably better than.
I feel like we're fairly close.
Give me a
We're
second.
going through looking at my map. We are about exactly halfway through. Well, I mean,
are we going to push through, or are you trying to tell us that we should turn around?
Half of the rooms. We've explored half of the rooms. So, like, whether well, actually, no, we've explored 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of the rooms. There are probably 25. There are two of them that are kind of down in the corner, so we can ignore those. So like, yeah. So what we could do, in fact, let me go ahead and send you the screenshot of the map that I have here. Actually, let me go ahead and the no fill red text. There we go. And then these guys no fill green text. These guys no fill green text. Okay, here. These guys green text. Okay, there we go. This is my map that I've drawn so far, with dotted lines for the doors, solid lines for the walls that are not doors.
Okay.
And then the green one reverse back through, and the red ones that still present some sort of danger for us when we go back through them.
Okay.
So,
what is the black room?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's the glowing orbs. There's the spider web rooms. That just means we haven't explored it.
Right, that's the room that we opened the door and there's a fuck ton of spider webs in it, and we said no, and then we left. So, unclear whether that room is actually safe to traverse and just spooky, or whether there's like fucking giant spiders in it. I don't know. So like, one thing we could do is if we wanted to clear out the spaces around the 7 glowing orbs room, we could go west, 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 south, south, back to the tar room, and then out that way. So that way we don't have to travel through the propeller room or the spiderwebs room, like on our way back in or back out.
I didn't think the propeller room was bad.
It wasn't difficult, but it does cost me a spell slot every time we go through it. So like if
It's a resource room.
Yeah, it is an expenditure of resources room.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
So like if I can avoid doing that, then that's great. Is there a way to send one person into a room without us all going into a room?
I mean, like,
I don't believe so.
You haven't. Well, let's look at it this way. When you've tried to leave the room before, the other doors wouldn't open unless you were all in the room. So yes, you can send someone into the room.
We have to all go into the little hallway, right?
Right. Yeah. So to answer your question, yes, you can go into the room, just sending one guy. That's how you got Wetzel to take all the torches down into the tar room until it was safe to actually enter. But you can't leave it until you all commit. Or you might be able to go back the way you came, because you've done that as well.
Right. Yeah. I was just. I still have my. Actually, I guess not. I don't think I spent on my turn. I do not think one of my actions was sustaining my my minion. So I think he's gone now. I was gonna say. I mean, I guess I could summon another one and send it into the spider's room to see if there's actually anything in there, or we could just go around it.
Sounds like an expenditure of resources either way.
True, but it's a level 1 spell, so it's not as big of a deal.
Wetzel asks, why not just rest here?
Right?
I like that
I mean,
idea.
we can.
Do we have to leave the dungeon?
So, he says, everything incurs a risk. If we rest
Right.
here, we risk that the dungeon reacting in some way.
Right.
If we leave, we risk the dungeon reacting in some way. What if everything swaps around? What if everything resets?
Everything resets.
Right. Well, I was thinking of if everything's gonna reset. I see. I hadn't thought of it until the very until like just before you said it.
Mm-hmm.
But if everything swaps around, then that would be a problem. But if everything resets, then us being in the room would be a problem because we don't want those fucking oozes to reset while we're in the room.
Well, you don't have to sleep in this room.
Right. We could go back to the previous room and sleep there.
Yeah.
Because that room seemed safe.
But that was the one with all the gold in it? Yeah.
Yeah. It was just gold.
So, yeah. I mean, as far as rooms go, if it were to reset, that'd be a good one to be in.
You're right. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, we could try that. We could just go back to the previous room and sleep there.
I think that'd be beneficial.
Well, if we do that, we're gonna have to fight the ooze again.
Right. Unless you pick a different route.
Right. But that would still involve going like all the way around. But we know what we're getting into this way.
Sure.
So we could, make sure you don't hit it with slashing or piercing damage.
Don't waste your time with mental attacks.
Right. Well, that retconned, that didn't happen. But yeah.
Aren't I a benevolent?
Yeah.
GM?
So like. Right. Well. Yeah. That's really the main thing is don't waste your time with the slashing or piercing, which creates more of them. We want to hit it with bludgeoning and magical attacks. So, I mean, any objections? Go back to the other room, set up camp there, the cold room, and hope things don't reset or switch around or shift around.
I'm cool with it.
Okay.
Dudley?
Let's do that.
I didn't hear an answer for Dudley. It's probably a yes because he seemed to agree, but I wanted to get some audio confirmation. All right.
Yeah.
So you guys.
Before we actually physically go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, great. Yeah, before we actually go to sleep, I do have some healing spells to use.
Okay, cool.
I guess once we get our camp set up.
Wetzel unfurls a sleeping bag and a blanket. Set up. Are we starting a fire in here?
I sleep on ground.
Probably not a great idea to set a fire in here.
Okay.
What they get for doing a rest? I think Moon has something he would like to say.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So go ahead, Moon. Wetzel seats the floor for now.
Moon said that we lost Steve, but I just want to appreciate everybody who was here and got to enjoy his time. I'm gonna miss him. Maybe we can resurrect him in the future. You said I only need like a bone. Or do I need all of them?
So it depends. Let's put it this way: the less you have, the more it costs.
Okay, well then before we left that room, I put all of his bones in my bag. I don't know how much he weighs.
Like 6 pounds.
Okay, cool.
What about all the stuff he was carrying?
Yeah, that's going to be the bigger problem.
We can disperse it between us. I don't remember exactly what he had.
Basically, everything that's in the party sheet that McBear's been taking care of. It's a small creature, total bulk. So when he was alive, when he was alive, Steve weighed probably no more than 40 pounds. Somewhere between 20 and 40 pounds. So just his bones, which is significantly lighter, even as goopy as they are.
Because he's basically a bird.
I don't know if dromaeosaurs have hollow bones or not, and that's beyond the scope of what I want to deal with. So we'll just say he weighs 2 bulk and call it a day.
I'm cool with it.
Now, as for everything else that he had,
I mean, we could just give it to Sun, right?
You could.
He's our new pack mule.
That's what hirelings are kind of for.
Surely, if the small size raptor could carry all of it, surely he could carry it too.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not really going to argue.
He's like a full medium sized guy.
Yeah. And it's not like Sly weighs a lot.
Yeah, exactly. Nah, he's not rotting.
He's a skeleton.
Right. He's a little goopy.
We get all the way here.
Like,
and Sly just wakes up.
You ever watch The Mummy?
Bruh. Why is he
like
goopy?
saggy and shit?
No. In The Mummy, like, if you ever seen it when they first open up that sarcophagus and he's all juicy, that's about how Steve looks.
I think
I don't like that.
Yeah. It was not a pretty sight. The black puddings are very nasty. So okay, the encumbrance, all the party stuff we take care of. Sun shouldn't really have any problem carrying that. One of the things that Wetzel was going to say.
Oh, so your stream crashed.
Not according to me.
On my end, it's offline. Oh, it's back.
Yeah, stream was disconnected, attempting to reconnect, which is weird because I'm not having any dropped frames. So I don't know. It's also recording. So
it's back now.
Yeah, it sometimes it just is what it is.
Oh yeah.
But light sources. Wetzel says I can't see in the dark.
Same.
And I think it's important to have some sort of light source, and I also think it's smart to not have a fire burning in an enclosed space.
Right.
So,
I mean, are you offering a solution to that? Because I don't have anything for that.
Cast Swords of Revealing Light.
Oh, you know what? The light cantrip does last a lot longer than it used to. It lasts the whole day.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's got a 60 feet of light, so he can fill up the whole room in bright light.
So really, you were just complaining to complain. Okay, sounds good.
Got it.
Wow.
So you had the solution to
when
your own
the
problem,
game master /
and you
player,
realize that.
yeah.
No, I know.
Yeah.
But Wetzel was like, so really, you had the solution to your own problem. You were the only one here who had the solution to your own problem, and you were bringing it up as a problem, either just to solve it or just to have a problem.
So can you not? Do you not have dark sight or dark vision or whatever it's called?
No.
As a gnome?
So it is a certain race of gnome that has that. It's the umbral gnomes who has that. I'm not an umbral gnome. I'm a chameleon gnome.
So am I the only one that has dark vision?
No, Dudley's got dark vision. He's got those glasses.
Oh. Didn't Sly have?
Yeah, Sly was an umbral gnome.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It's like you were like so insistent that it's like, oh, this is just Sly again. It's like, no, I'm a different type of gnome. Like, not all gnomes are the same. Not all gnomes are the same, buddy.
I just see gnomes.
Okay, well, that's incredibly offensive. We're like almost different species. Like,
all right.
Well, what do you see when you see a bunch of orcs? You just see orcs?
Okay, what are the differences between you and other orcs?
I have a mohawk.
Like biologically.
Yeah,
Like,
you have a
does one of
mohawk.
you
That's an
change
aesthetic
colors
choice.
and one of you...
What's it says?
I'm sure there are
aesthetic
other
choice.
races of orcs.
Yeah, well, some of us have big titties, and some of us have. It's like, okay, that is the difference between male and female, my dude.
Wetzel
didn't
pushes
know
up
that.
his glasses. Actually,
Actually,
largely the
you.
biggest difference between orcs doesn't come down to biology. It's mostly culture. Versus, as you know, Stax is pointing out, gnomes appear to have
Actually,
a different biology.
Stax wouldn't do that. Stax isn't snarky like that. He would just be like, "Ooh, interesting."
Right. Well, Wetzel's certainly snarky.
Sly would slap the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Wetzel, or not Wetzel, Sly would just grab my mouth and just go, shut.
Shut. Shut.
Versus Stax goes,
It's the first thing he's going to do. First thing he's going to do is when he comes back, if he comes back, is he's just going to slap the ever-living shit out of me and then eat all the gold.
Get for drawing all the fucking cards.
I want to see the interaction where, like, Sly is shutting Moon's mouth and Stax is trying to open it.
No, let him talk. Let him. No, let him.
Free my man.
Go ahead.
Free my man. He ain't done nothing.
All right.
Free my man. He ain't done nothing.
Hero point.
So Wetzel says, I need 8 hours uninterrupted.
Leave.
So I can either take first watch or last watch.
Okay.
I'll take first watch.
Then I guess I'll take last watch.
Moon needs his beauty sleep.
Yeah, I'll take second.
All right, I guess that takes care of our watches. All right.
I mean, there's sun. Well, I guess, I mean, it does, but are you taking, like, third watch or fourth watch?
Yeah. Sun could take my watch, so Sun could
So
take
you
third
can
and
have
fourth.
Sun watch for 4 hours?
Yeah.
I mean, he can do it. He don't need
points
to.
to the no. I swear fealty to that guy.
Sun, third or fourth?
Fourth.
Okay. That means you get 6 uninterrupted hours of sleep. Stacked.
Okay, so I also need to prepare spells. Like, I also need 8 hours.
Then you should have first watch.
Okay, so my point being that it doesn't need to be 8 continuous uninterrupted hours.
Oh, well, that's what Wetzel was saying, is he needed a continuous uninterrupted hours. That's why he said
Okay.
first or fifth.
My point being that I know you're full of shit. You don't need 8 continuous uninterrupted
Also, that'd
hours.
that'd be 10 hours total, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Just to make everything clear or easier, I'll take third watch.
Okay.
Stacks you can have first. Wetzel
Okay,
can
that's
have
fine.
last.
Like I said, it's not a requirement that you have 8 continuous hours, and I give Wetzel fucking Like
The DM has spoken.
No, that's fine. I just
Wetzel says my thing is if something interrupts us, then it's no longer continuous. If something interrupts,
right.
he
What
points to
I'm
Moon
saying
Moon.
is
If
it
something
doesn't.
interrupts that guy while we're asleep, there's a chance he can handle it without waking us up or bothering us.
Okay, but my point is that like a combat lasts for like 2 minutes. So like if we have 6 hours of sleep and then a combat, then we only need 2 more hours of sleep. Like we don't, it doesn't reset the timer from scratch.
Yeah, but then you really ruin your beauty sleep.
Sure. But yeah, anyway, like I said,
Then why set a watch at all? Okay.
There's
So
an order to
Stax
these
takes
things.
first watch. Dudley takes second watch. Moon Moon takes third watch. Sun Sun takes fourth watch. And Wetzel will take fifth watch.
At least you get a delicious, kind of weird breakfast food. You're at first watch.
Yep.
They don't have fucking bacon, or no? They don't have fucking hash browns, which pisses me off.
They don't? Is it just all quinoa?
No, they have like fucking what's it called? Like home fries, but they're not the same. They use like too many herbs.
Hmm?
And their bacon was weird. They had some kind of rainbow pancake thing. I don't know what the hell. I went on a weird time.
Really? Did you go in June? Because that might have with the rainbow pancakes that might have explained that. But
I think it was July.
that is weird. So anyway, what are people's HP? What's people's HP looking like?
32 out of 98.
Okay.
Wetzel
Dudley, my
is
rapper's
34 out of 64.
It needs 5 more health.
Okay, Dudley.
Mm.
What's your HP looking like?
68 out of 152.
God damn.
Okay, so me and Moon Moon are the lowest, and then Wetzel. Okay, so I'm gonna cast at the end of my watch, just to be safe. I'm gonna do I'm gonna use my last 4 like healing spells. I'm gonna use a level 4 soothe on me and Moon Moon, and then a level 3 on Wetzel.
Dudley?
So you're going to do that at the end of your watch, not the end of the rest, not the end of the day?
Well, the end of my watch is the end of the day because I'm taking first watch.
Okay.
But I'm doing that in case something happens during my watch.
I got you. Okay.
So does anything happen during my watch which would prevent me from doing that?
No. Your watch goes out without notice.
Okay. Great. So I am going to get 33 health back. Okay, Moon. Ooh, that's pretty good. Moon Moon's going to get 46 health back. I rolled really well for you. I rolled 2 10s, a 6, and 4.
That gets me almost up to full.
And then Dudley and Wetzel. So let's see. Dudley. Dudley is going to get 29.
Nice.
It's almost as good as my fucking level 4 one, but whatever. And then
That's the way the dice roll.
Wetzel. Yep. Oh, damn. Okay. I was gonna say this was almost really good, but there's a 10, an 8, and a 1. For 31.
It's still pretty good.
Yeah.
You said 31?
Yeah, 31.
Well, that fully
Because
heals Wetzel.
it's plus 12. Okay.
So
Does Wetzel have any healing
No.
abilities he could do
not
before
his
we went to
forte.
bed?
So like basically, I think only Primal and Divine have healing magic. I think Arcane and Occult do not.
Is Wetzel a wizard
I'm
or
a
a
cult,
sorcerer?
so that's not true.
Okay then. I think everybody except Arcane has healing magic then.
Yeah.
Usually the trade-off is that arcane spells tend to be a little bit flashier or utilitarian or powerful.
Yeah.
Quick question for the DM.
Mhm.
What I think we've went over this before, but what race and class is Wetzel?
He's a human wizard.
Human wizard.
Human wizard. Okay. Is there a major difference between wizards and sorcerers?
Yes.
Yes. How their spells operate.
See, wizards get all of their magic from study.
Yeah.
They have to learn their spells out of a book. They have a spell book of like, here's all the spells that I know, and then at the beginning of each day, like Gale's a wizard, so he might know like a whole bunch of spells, but then you have to choose which ones are prepared. So be like,
Okay.
all right, I have this one active, I have this one active, and this one active. Could know other spells, but if you're not prepared, you can't.
Versus
And
sorcerers, especially in Baldur's
in
Gate.
other versions, in other versions, you actually had to prepare how many of each spell you were going to cast as well.
I forgot what they called it. They had a special name for that.
What do you mean?
Like,
just like prepared caster?
No, not just prepared caster, because prepared caster is like what you said. Just you prepare the spells and you have the spell slots. But like having to prepare like two preparations of fly and one preparation of fireball and stuff like that.
One preparation of H.
Yeah, I think there was a name for
I mean,
that. I just don't remember.
In first edition Pathfinder and early editions of D&D, that's just the way that prepared casters work.
Yeah.
And so doing the thing like in Baldur's Gate where you prepare which spells are active, but not how many casts of each one you get was like a feature of like the hybrid arcanist class, because it was a blend of spontaneous casters and prepared casters. Whereas sorcerers have a relatively smaller amount of spells that they know, because their spells are all innately learned. They just kind of figure out.
Yeah.
So they know comparatively. Yeah. Sorcerers work a lot like bards, where they have a much smaller like pool of how many spells that they know, but then any spell that they know they can cast as long as they have the spell slot. And then in D&D 5e, sorcerers are the ones who get to do meta magic, which in 3.5 and Pathfinder, that's more of a wizard thing.
Well, you just usually have to take feats.
Right.
But yeah, there's a difference between wizards and sorcerers.
Okay. So I guess we're moving on to Dudley Watch now?
Yeah.
Dudley Watch 2024.
Right?
There's a Dudley. Bam! Found him.
So Dudley, during your watch, during your watch, Dudley, you feel like the shadows have gotten very, very long. You feel this almost imperceptible, like crushing length. You know, the light source that Wetzel has provided hasn't dimmed at all, but the room definitely seems darker.
Check my gear. Shoot. I have 5 torches.
Okay.
And like you said, the shadows are creeping. What is this random?
I think something nefarious is afoot.
You're asleep.
But
Mm-hmm.
Moon's asleep.
All right, so I walk around the perimeter. I pull out a torch just in case, and I do a perimeter walk.
Okay. How do you hold it? Do you hold it above you? Do you hold it in front of you? Do you circle it around your head like a halo?
I hold it above me.
Hold it above you. Left arm, right
Like
arm.
the Statue of Liberty.
With the left.
Okay. And
I don't like
you
where
do
this is
what?
going.
Like you start walking around.
Yeah, do is just like a walk around the room, a walk around the dungeon. Perimeter, like perimeter check. Check corners.
Okay. Feels really cold in here to you as you're walking around.
Like I don't feel heat from the torch cold.
I mean, you do feel heat from the torch, but like, I don't know, like you just feel like you yourself feel colder ever since you pulled out the torch and started walking around. It wasn't an immediate thing. It was just like as you were walking around, you just.
It's like as far as everything else we've seen in this dungeon, I can already rule out that this place is haunted. Kind of seems like a given.
That it
Yeah,
is haunted?
Fuck, he's rolling.
Oh, no, it's not.
Mm-hmm.
What are you talking about?
It's haunted by the ghost of Steve.
Oh no, our blood's haunted. We're gonna have to do cocaine about it.
Okay.
Funny story. I lived in a haunted apartment where the guy died in my bedroom of overdose.
What the fuck?
Yep.
That's
But
crazy.
He also knows the guy who lives in that apartment now. He says it's still haunted. And it won't react to like sage and salt.
Jesus.
I was like, move.
Well, I mean, haunting doesn't actually exist, so.
So not to be, because I don't think I can say this on stream, but was it self-inflicted?
I don't
Or
think
was
we
it-
really need to go into that.
Because that's sometimes that can make it darker. Because I had a cousin who
I mean, it doesn't.
did that,
Hauntings aren't real anyway, so it doesn't
and
make a difference anyway. But
I had a cousin.
I wish I could say that. But yeah, yeah. Do I need to roll for anything, Andrew? Perception?
No. Well, you know what? Sure, roll me perception.
Nice, money. Let's fucking go.
I can perceive you. Hello, Sergeant.
I got-
I was wanting to promote. Hey, do you want to ban that person?
I was 18, 31.
Huh?
18 plus 13.
What person?
Immobile Judgeling.
I don't know who that
I
is.
don't even see the chat.
Says, hello, sorry to bother you. I wanted to offer promote your channel. View as follows. Views,
Oh.
chat, bots, etc. The price is lower than other competitors.
But
Man,
yeah,
to be
definitely.
best.
But how do I
Yeah,
ban
fuck
him?
that guy.
I mean, I can do it.
I'd
You want to
like
do / mod Dr. Dragonhat? /
Hmm.
like you raid
Mm-hmm.
Good
Mod.
try. You gotta make yourself into a mod. I see.
at Dr. Dragonhat, and I'll take care of it.
It's agenda.
Yes, his agenda is revealed. What was your perception check, Dudley?
31 total.
31 total. As you're walking around, like you see that your shadow isn't really flickering in the torchlight.
Bam!
There's a 35 hit your armor class.
You know it.
Yeah.
God
Yep.
damn.
By 11, actually.
Is that a
All
crit?
right, so that's a crit.
No, that's not true. Because it got reduced by 2 because of the fucking broken condition. God damn it.
Yep.
Yeah.
No.
I just healed this motherfucker.
Well, you're gonna have to heal him again.
Someone used up all my spell slots, so.
Du-du-du-du.
Someone ate all my food.
Someone shit my pants.
Look, we're all trying to find the guy who did this.
Okay. So Dudley, you take 24 points of damage. Of damage.
Duh.
You gain the
What type
enfeebled
of damage is
24.
it?
24
What type
points.
of damage is it?
Oh, negative.
What type of damage?
Negative.
Okay, because if he is wearing the one of you guys has the fucking Eon Stone with the Wayfinder, unless it's just been sitting on Sly's body the whole time. So who's wearing that?
Good question.
Oh,
Oh, I have it.
you said I'm
Okay.
enfeebled?
Yeah, enfeebled 3.
So in that case, Moon, you're at full health, and I should have healed myself a second time instead of you bothering to heal you.
Yeah, way to
That
go,
means
Moon.
there's also one on Sly because I'm pretty sure I bought this one.
Yeah.
Didn't something happen to our second one?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
had
Dudley's
one and I got everything
disappeared.
taken
Or
away.
Moon's
But then, I,
disappeared because he lost all his magical
but then I
items.
bought a bunch of shit.
Yeah, but I don't think you bought another
I had a
stone.
shit ton of money. It says
Yeah, we weren't
Wayfinder
able
with
to
the
buy-
AI
money. It
stone.
was limited by availability. Anyway,
Yeah.
now's not the time. Dudley, you feel like
Well,
you've
the thing
gotten a lot of fatigue out of nowhere as your shadow splits from your body.
The thing is, part of it is a little bit for now because the stone, whoever has the Wayfinder with the Aeon Stone in it, has a little bit of protection against negative damage.
I got you. It's like
So
one.
it does matter a little bit, not a lot. It's only protection 1,
Yeah.
but still.
Okay, fine. Dudley's totally taken 23 damage if he has the stone. In the meantime, your shadow has now split
Which
from
also
your
means
body.
that-
You cast no shadow.
He's a vampire or a duck.
Although I think
It's like Peter
it
Pan.
sounds like maybe no one's bothered to take it out of Sly's, take it off of Sly's body. So it sounds like maybe no one actually has it.
That's probably true. Maybe that's what's been keeping Sly alive.
Sure, let's say that.
So yeah, you see 2 Peter Pan shadows dancing around. Do-do-do-do-do.
2.
Yep. One is
Who's the other
a
one?
lot more. One's a lot darker than the other. Denser.
Yo, what the fuck?
I don't know. How do you define a shadow? You know, thin.
No, because
2-dimensional?
Well, they're all 2-dimensional. But like, you know how you get a shadow.
Everyone has one.
Like, imagine, the shadow cast by the sun, where there's a lot of ambient light, versus a shadow cast by a campfire or finger puppets. Where it's just.
He said finger puppet.
Does that make sense? Am I making sense to you guys?
faint. One's more one is stronger and one's more faint. I know.
Yeah.
So they're both Dudley's
No,
shadow.
one is.
You gotta eat your shadow.
Anyway, what are you doing?
And the other is
I'm fighting my own shadow.
Well, there's two shadows.
Cause I'll keep hearing is like two different people talk. Yeah, two different shadows. One's thicker.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing one of these shadows is actually my shadow. And if any harm comes to it, harm comes to me.
You wanna? I mean, you wanna make a check to see if your wild goose is accurate or not?
Sure. What do I roll? Arcana?
Or religion?
Can I do Arcana?
Yeah, you said or religion.
I
So
know.
either one.
I know. Because I have like 0 modifier for my religion. I rolled 16, 13 plus 3.
Okay.
Don't ask me to do the hero point.
hold on.
I'm rolling with it.
You're rolling.
Oh,
with
you
it?
rolled a 3 and then.
I rolled a 3 with my modifier being plus 13.
Okay, usually people say the number they rolled on the die first, and then plus the modifier. Okay, whatever.
You rolled a 3 on the die.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, 16. No, you don't. You don't know. Yeah, you definitely feel like
Alright.
if anything happens to the shadow, it will hurt. But you almost feel too tired to keep
Alright.
up with it. Everyone else is asleep.
Yeah. Right.
Death clock's coming to town.
I'm up chasing shadows, literally. Everyone else is asleep. Am I too tired to like try to wake up someone?
No. All the fatigue that I've said is just it's a way to describe the enfeebled 3.
Yeah.
Oh, it's enfeebled 3.
Yeah.
I missed the 3 on there.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Huh. Moon just folded right. Wait, Stacks took first watch instead of Moon.
Yep.
And so
The long
Wesley's on
sneaky
last
tendril is
watch.
reaching
So,
out towards you. It misses. Here comes your own shadow sneaking out towards you with malicious
Can I
intent.
shock it? Or but that'll wake everybody up in the room. Can I hug it?
You can try. In the meantime,
No,
you're
I
gonna
don't want to hug
take.
it.
In the meantime, you're gonna
Does he not get a
take
turn?
15 damage. Negative damage.
Does he not get a turn?
I mean, he
All right,
does.
we rolling
But
for initiative, or I'm just getting
I didn't
snapped.
have initiative, but like he spent a lot of time sitting there doing nothing, hemming and hawing, and I just rolled with it.
I don't know what to do. Whatever.
Well, yeah, I was thinking like, who am I going to wake up to help fight my shadow, and who's the most logical person to wake up? And
Is there a reason you can't wake up everybody all at once by saying, "Hey, everybody, wake up"?
I'm getting ready to.
Okay.
One way or the other.
What do you do?
I try to wake me up if you can.
Alright, so I take the hammer. Weekly, I pick it up and then I like slam it to the ground to make like a loud echoing noise.
Everyone wakes up at that. It sounds like a hammer hitting an anvil next to your ear.
We just fucked up
with a thunderclap.
Yeah, Wetzel.
A thunder.
A thunder stamp.
Thunder
Yeah.
stamp. Ah, thunder
A
stamp.
stamp of thunder.
Are you gonna name your hammer Thunder Stamp?
Wake up. Guys, Dudley's in trouble,
awake.
and apparently he forgot how to
now
stop.
we'll roll initiative.
Yeah.
Like Dudley's in
Alright.
trouble, and he's forgotten how to talk.
Right?
That's all. Go back to bed.
You- okay.
What do you want us? What do you want us to roll for?
Dudley can roll. For everyone who just woke up, you're gonna roll a reflex save.
Okay, that's
Oh,
higher
nice.
perception. So,
Yeah, same. 29.
39. I rolled a nat 20.
Nice.
Nice. Nat 20. Let's go.
Nat 20. Let's go. I can perceive the fuck out of you. I
can perceive you.
I can reflex the shit out of anything you do. Just to let you know.
I'm gonna say
Here's
for
what we're gonna do.
Dudley, he can use his athletics.
My friends are otherwise disposed.
Me and my boys are otherwise
22.
engaged, so I gotta bring it on myself. Hey.
I got 22 on my athletics.
Fuck.
Wetzel rolls back to sleep. Because that's literally what Moon told him to do. He says, "You got it, cool."
Well, if he needs 8 uninterrupted hours of sleep,
What
He
what was
doesn't need-
what was your initiative stacks?
29.
29. Moon, you're up.
okay. So first, I guess as it's my turn, just rolling for perception to perceive where these things are count as an action.
I'm gonna say yes, just because of their odd nature.
Okay. Okay. Well, I would like to roll to perceive whichever one is. I guess I don't know how far they are away from me, but this should tell me. So I got a 27 total.
Okay. Yeah, you see at least like facing some creatures that are about 30 feet away from you. Like they're very, I don't know, they're very hard to actually focus on. You also notice that Dudley is not casting a shadow. You never knew he was a vampire.
Dudley. Oh, okay.
You say he's not casting a shadow. That's what I noticed.
Yeah. Yeah, you never knew that he was a vampire before.
I knew it. That's why all these dead pigs are around our camp. Then I shall.
Is anyone else not casting a shadow?
I mean, as a quick cursory glance,
have
you guys are casting shadows.
What is Wetzel?
It's a little hard to tell because he's laying down.
So a shadow turned me into a vampire?
No. I think this place has a thing that, like, if you bring a source of light into the fucking shadow happens. Which is why there are 2 sources of light, or there are 2 shadows. There's one for you and one that I'm guessing is for Wetzel, because he's the one who casts light.
Ah. So Wetzel's doing us a favor by being asleep.
Possibly. I mean, the shadow's still attacking us.
Yeah.
So I don't think the being awake or being asleep. So have any of the rest of us noticed any effects of this?
What do you mean?
Like,
do you feel enfeebled?
Dudley noticed it. Dudley noticed it being cold. He noticed,
No.
he would attacked. Any that kind of stuff.
Nope, you don't feel cold. It feels pretty nice and warm in here. The 68 degrees of ground temperature.
Fucking nipples are hard, dude.
Yeah.
Okay. Jeez. Can I mean,
Well, it's still my turn, I think.
Yeah, it is
Okay.
still. It is
I was
still
gonna
his
say,
turn.
I feel like I
Um,
may have figured it out, but I don't know if Stax would have immediately jumped to the same conclusion. Because he wasn't awake for a lot of it.
I guess that what I'm going to try to do is, even though I know this is probably pointless, I'm going to try. I'm going to aim. I'm going to mark one of them that I can determine is not Dudley's shadow.
Are you gonna?
Did I under?
Are you gonna shoot at the fainter one or the less faint one?
I feel like I should shoot at the darker one.
Okay.
Typical Zorro.
It's your deputy background.
All right, and forgot about that one.
Yeah. It
used to be a cop.
That's is that holy shit? Is that a One Piece reference?
Holy shit! I knew what it was. I giggled.
Yeah.
All
Zorro
right,
Minority Hunter. Let's go.
Zorro Minority. He does though. He really does. All right, I'm gonna swing.
Although I think you're probably right. I think the darker one is coming from the light spell, and then which is Wetzel's, and then the fainter one is coming from Dudley's torch.
So I rolled. I got an 18 plus 19.
Damn. All right.
It's
37.
37.
And you're shooting at the darker one. Yeah, 37 is a crit.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Assuming these things aren't immune to crits.
60 damage.
I would have told him because
Okay.
it would be easier for him to just not roll critical damage than for me to like.
Oh, right. True.
60.
Nice.
60.
60.
Also, in case it matters, how much of it's fire?
4.
Hold on, timeout. Did you roll with your good? No, hold on, stop.
Fuck!
You rolled with the wrong bow.
Yeah, I was gonna say that seems pretty high for your favorite
Okay,
bow.
so I guess my crit would be 1 less than what I had earlier, so I hit a 36
That's still a crit.
as opposed to a 37.
That's still a crit.
Still a crit?
Still a crit.
Yeah.
22.
There we go. That's
Moon
a
just
blow
get
now.
fed up and just snap the bow in half and just.
No, you love this bow.
No,
It's
that's so
got
great.
cool flames on the
so cool.
side. You
Yeah,
slept with
the other
this
bow makes flames,
against your
but
cheek.
this one has bow. This bow has flames made, like drawn on it, so like that's. Even
But
better.
this is the problem though. Instead of hitting for 60, they hit for 22.
Did you check the box? Did you check the crit box?
Yes. Yes,
And
I
you
did.
Did you check the Hunter's Mark box?
I did not.
Okay, so
So-
add an additional,
Eight.
so add an additional 2d8 to that.
2d8, so 38 damage. That makes me feel a little bit better.
You
Nerf.
rolled an 8. Nice.
Well, I had 22 damage
Mhm.
Right.
plus 2 d8s, correct?
Yeah.
What'd
All
you
right, I
roll?
have to
Rolled an
roll.
8.
I'm an idiot.
Yeah, not 2 times 8
I roll max damage and
necessarily.
Fucking okay. So 25 damage.
everything. As
There
opposed
we
to
go.
22.
That's okay.
25 is better than 22.
Yes, it is.
It is.
All right. The shadow definitely reacts and seems to shrink away from the fire that spurts up. Now, does that? Oh no, you don't have fire on that bow.
There's no fire. There's no fire this time. Yeah.
Never mind. Forget about that.
I
stuff
could
on
if
the
you let me
fire.
use my other bow.
Yeah, well, you don't like that
Yep.
bow. That bow's not nearly as cool. What's your third
Agreed.
action? No, sorry. That was your third action.
That was.
Yep. Stacks, you're up.
Yep.
Cool. All
They
right.
cast
I'm gonna...
swords of revealing light.
Now, did either Dudley or Wetzel react to that?
No.
Okay. Cool. So I'm gonna target. Is there any way I can do like what you said, either either religion or arcana
Sure.
to determine?
Absolutely.
Do you have a preference for which one I roll?
Nope. It's whichever one you prefer.
Okay, because they're the same. They are
Whichever one you
exactly
think
the
is
same
more
for me.
likely
They're
to
both
be
plus
appropriate.
12. Okay. I almost never roll religion. Let's go ahead and do that.
Okay.
That's going to be a 25 total.
25? You recognize this to be a shadow. And no, it has nothing to do with the light sources, per se. Other than, shadows move around in shadows. So if there's no light, then they have free range. If there's sunlight, then they're kind of have to stick to shadows if they don't want to take a penalty. Hurting the shadow will not hurt Dudley or Wetzel. But if Dudley dies, or Wetzel dies, if you think, if Dudley or Wetzel dies, while these shadows are alive, the shadows are permanent.
Interesting. Okay.
The way that Dudley gets his shadow back is if its enfeebled value goes back to 0. It should heal about 1 every hour. So in 3 hours, as long as he doesn't die, he'll get his shadow back.
Oh, okay. And the second, but what about the second shadow? Who's the second shadow coming? Is that something I can tell?
Like, since it's your turn, do you want to take an action to inspect Wetzel?
No, that's okay.
Okay.
Well, so follow-up question then, if this is okay, with the knowledge that with the same roll that I just rolled. If we were to attack and just defeat the shadow, does that in any way prevent Dudley from getting his shadow?
No.
Okay. Great. Then, in that case, I'm just going to go ahead and I will... I'll go ahead and I'll just target the one that is... the one that he's already hit, the darker one. And I'll just hit it for... I'll use Force Barrage for all 3 actions. So it's going to be 3d4 plus 5. Ooh, that's actually pretty good. Or not plus 5, plus 3, sorry. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. For 12 force damage.
You don't make an attack roll?
It is magic missile, so no, I do
Oh,
not.
okay. I thought for some reason I got mixed up with the cantrip where you shoot like the ball bearing. So 12 damage?
No, that's telekinetic. That's telekinetic projectile.
Right.
No,
you see my confusion though.
Yes, for sure. 12 damage, yeah.
Okay. And that's your whole turn?
That is by default all 3 of my actions.
All right.
Yep.
Dudley, you're up.
So now that I get to actually attack them, I'm still enfeebled, of course.
Yeah. You will be for the next 3 hours, unless someone has a spell to heal you.
Which I don't.
Pop a moderate healing potion. My last one. 3d8 plus 10.
Actually, did you have your own separate potions besides the one that's on the group in the party? Okay.
All right, sorry. 3d8 plus 10.
Yeah.
8. 2, 5, 15, plus 10, 25. I heal myself for 25.
Nice.
Coward.
That is almost exactly an average roll.
Yep.
Run.
Get rid of that potion.
Coward.
The shadow still near me?
Yeah.
Christ, I need a back massage. I
Sounds like old people problems.
whack at it with the hammer.
Which one? There's two.
My I have 2 hammers.
No, there's 2 shadows.
No, which shadow?
Oh, the one closest to me.
Okay.
Roll to attack. 15, 16. There's a 31 hit.
Yes.
All right. Three D6 plus 13. Jesus Christ. 5, 10, 14, 27 damage. Plus 1d6 lightning. 31 damage.
Okay. Still there. You can tell
That's
you hit
fair.
it. You can tell you did damage to it, but it's still alive. So to speak.
Yeah. And then so my first action, second action was to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess I'll take a step back and in my turn for
Okay. You see one of the shadows have darkness ooze out of it.
Gross.
Yep. This darkness fills a 20-foot sphere. You can see, Dudley, you can see the torch in your hand, but it doesn't really shed any light anywhere.
Mm.
And even your dark vision, you're not really able to see anything. So,
Advanced darkness.
yep. Plus, the shadows in darkness. And yeah, dude. You have a hard time defending yourself against these attacks.
Mm-hmm.
37.
Ooh. I mean, does it hit or how much damage?
To
That's
hit.
the roll to hit.
Yeah, it definitely hits.
Yep.
Pretty sure it's a crit too.
Yeah, I'm
13.
pretty sure. I think under normal circumstances, it would still be a crit.
Yeah.
If I were to count him as being flat.
Yeah.
For 38. Second attack, a 30. That's not a crit. Is it? Does enfeebled lower your armor class at all?
It wouldn't be.
Okay.
Oh, does it? No. Strength-based DCs.
Okay. Then you're just gonna take a total of 24 damage.
Now my health is dangerously low.
And you can't see the thing. Wetzel, you hear snoring. You hear snoring from
Does
Wetzel.
he do? How does he snore?
Like he's got real bad sleep apnea. No. Me.
Give him the honk me. Let's go.
I think he's now he snores like.
So yeah,
It's canon.
It just fills the room. Me. Moon, you're up.
All right,
So
I think we need to actually just get the fuck out. I think we need to just get the fuck out of here. Actually.
now we're waking up.
Let me try what.
No, we'll just leave him.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm gonna be waking up. I'm gonna wake Wetzel the fuck up on my turn. He's not gonna like the way I wake him up, but I'm gonna wake him up.
Is the one shadow still up?
No, not quite. I still have one charge left on my on my staff.
Is the one shadow still up?
You can't see. It's a 20-foot sphere of darkness that is encompassed to Dudley.
Can I still just see it, sort of?
Tell you what, yeah, because that's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to give you a +2. So if you want to spend an action to perceive, I will let that go. Yeah.
We can perceive.
Okay, I'll perceive.
So roll me perception with a +2.
I rolled a 20.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to see the one that's attacking Dudley.
Okay, well, I'm shooting at that one.
Okay.
Is it the same one I've already marked?
You hope so. I'm not sure you have any way to tell.
We're gonna find it.
Yep.
Let's use this fantastic, lovely bow that I have that doesn't have fire damage.
Yeah,
it's great though. So cool.
Well, I'm burning a hero point.
Okay.
Because that was a terrible roll. That one was much better. I got a 17 plus 18.
35.
35.
That's a crit.
Let's go.
Crit. 48 damage.
That leads me to think that maybe you did not hit the crit button earlier, but that's.
You know, if it happens, it happens.
And does that include the precision damage?
Yes.
Okay, good. It was the one that you had targeted. 48. Okay. You see it just kind of go as your bow hits, as
like
your
a
arrow
balloon.
hits it. Yeah, it's dead.
Gross.
Did the shadow cloud disappear?
No, actually, it did not. That actually wasn't the one that casted it.
Can I use my final action? I don't know if this is gonna be too much movement to go run over to Dudley and pull him away from it.
No, because he was 30 feet away. So you only have 25 with your stride.
Can I see the other one?
If you want to spend an action to perceive it, yes.
That'll be my last action, but worst case scenario, if we can't get him out. Burning a hero point.
Okay.
Rolled a 1.
Nice. It's a good time to burn it. Rolls a 2.
Rolled a 16 plus. Is it still my +2 perception?
No, because this one's not hunted.
No, because.
Okay. So 33?
Yeah, 33. You're able to tell where it is. You can
I call out a general vicinity to
sure.
just stacks?
Yeah. Yeah, it's over there. Give Stacks a 10-foot square basically for it to be in.
Ooh,
Stacks is in this 10-foot square.
Works for me. Thank you.
And I believe that makes it Stacks' turn.
Great. So I'm gonna. Well, I was going to do a fucking giant like sonic explosion that was gonna hit everything within 30 feet of me. But
that definitely would work at a
that was
Wetzel.
gonna use up the last. Yeah, but that was gonna use the last charge of my staff, and we're gonna need that through the fucking fan and spikes room. So, instead, I'll just go ahead and use my armor, the cool armor cone attack that I have, which is, so since I have that 10-foot window, is there a way to put that in a cone, or to do a cone that includes that space?
Yeah. So I guess like my question is like, what's the range of the cone? Like you might have to spend a stride action to get over there, but yes.
60 feet.
You said 15?
It's a 60-foot cone.
Oh, then yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. So it is a basic fortitude save.
Okay. Third 27.
Okay, so it succeeds, but it does not critically succeed. The DC is 25.
Okay.
So that means I need to roll. It's 66, and then it'll take half.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jesus, sucks ass. 6. Okay, it's gonna take a total of 8 sonic damage.
Rough.
I rolled a total of 16. I rolled 3 1s, a 2, a 5, and a 6.
Okay.
On my 66.
And what type of damage?
So that's Sonic.
Sonic.
It's pretty, for me, it's pretty much always going to be Sonic. Actually, is it? Oh, I'm sorry. I was wrong. For this one, it's actually slashing. My bad.
Okay.
I assumed it was Sonic because it's a giant release of the air that makes up my weapon, but no, it's like the wind that slashes. Like it's the.
You said it was a total of 6.
No, total of 8.
Total of 8. My bad.
Yeah, because it was 16 damage, but then it got halved.
Gotcha. All right. You can tell it hurt it. Some.
Yeah. And then for my other action, let's see. I don't have much in the way of. Would it cost me an action to wake up Wetzel?
It would be an interaction, so yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna wake up Wetzel.
Okay. Wetzel is now awake.
Wetzel, get the fuck up. We're leaving.
Doodly.
Mm-hmm.
Your turn.
I figured as such. So I can't see. So therefore, I can't see out of the cone that I'm in or the sphere.
You can actually see the edge of the sphere because you do have dark vision. It's just that like the shadow, you're gonna have to spend an action to actually perceive it because of its nature.
Mm. Can I try to move towards Wetzel?
Sure. That will put you out of the shadow, out of the darkness.
I'll do that.
Okay. Are you gonna do
just to get out of the darkness?
So that's one action.
Mm-hmm. Second action, I rage naturally.
Okay.
Like self-preservation rage.
Okay.
I hate that you can't add condition rage or rage enraged.
If you purchase the thing for $5, Stacks was talking about what is it? A widget that he made basically that will do that everything for you.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah, I mean you have to create the custom condition, but I can help you do that. It's
Let's
pretty easy.
see. Yeah.
All right. So there's still at least one shadow left.
Somewhere in that
That's
sphere of
like,
darkness, yeah.
yeah, somewhere in that sphere of darkness, there's at least one shadow.
Oh, as Russell gets up, by the way, you notice that he is casting a shadow.
Nice.
Okay.
I rage.
Uh-huh. So action number 3 is
I'm trying to see because I have the feat, a general feat, which is toughness, and I'm
which
sure that doesn't
passively
kick in
increases your
unless,
HP.
yeah.
So it should already have taken effect.
No, I'm saying like the DC of recovery checks is equal to 9 plus your dying condition value, so I'm not dying just yet.
Right.
But I was
Instead of
looking at that
11.
to keep in mind.
Normally it's 11
Yeah,
plus your dying, but yes, you're not dying yet.
yeah.
Oh,
So,
it's the song of the Midwest.
yep.
Yep.
Favorite monthly tunes.
Right.
If anybody has any potions or anything that could help patch me up, I would be greatly appreciative.
Okay. Are you doing anything with your third action?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. I'm asking if anybody has a potion I could use.
Okay.
And if not,
I mean, we do have one more moderate potion in the party funds.
if not, well, I'm trying to figure out how do I get back to my spell. Okay.
Should be under spells.
Yeah.
The spell's gonna take 2 actions.
Yeah.
Well, can't use a spell, and I haven't really gotten to figure out how to channel lightning through the Earthbreaker hammer.
A level hero point.
Right.
11. I mean.
Because I have like conducting everything, and then with the arcane tattoos with shock. So yeah, I haven't been able to figure out like how to like funnel
so what that would
the arc
be
of electricity through it.
Well, what that is when you attack with the Earthbreaker, it naturally does the lightning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that activates the channeling.
Yeah. Like it's already doing everything it's supposed to.
Okay.
So the channeling activates just on the second attack of your turn from the Earthbreaker.
All right, so
I see. You can so the weapon naturally does like an extra 1 damage because of the conducting property. If you use the conducting property when you conduct energy, you'll deal an extra 1d8 for that turn, I think, or at least that next hit. On a crit, it will do persistent 1d8 damage. So that's how that activates. You just have to be like, I'm going to conduct energy so that it deals 1d8 damage instead of 1.
Right.
But it has nothing to do with your tattoos or any arcane thing. It's, think less of this game as buttons to click. If he uses his electric arc,
and that has
then he uses the conduct energy free action, and then he can make a strike.
Yes. Yes, or yes, that would be one way of doing it. You could also just do a normal attack, which would also have the electricity tag on it since he has the shock.
Okay. Yeah, no, that tracks too.
And then that would also, but yeah, either way, that's the way that you would.
Right. I know.
So what are you doing right now?
I'm drinking a lesser healing potion.
All right.
2d8 plus 5.
Okay. I would say we don't. The party doesn't have any of those. You might on your own character.
Yeah.
All right. The faint
5,
shadow's gonna come flitting out of the darkness, swinging
6,
at Dudley.
11.
That was a natural
Why are they
one.
all attacking Dudley?
Because I'm the only person in the room who goes by Big Dick. That's
True,
11 plus
I
8.
guess.
19.
I mean, that is accurate. I don't know why that correlates with them attacking you specifically, but
It got a 1 anyway.
It means everything.
So, and the second attack is a 29.
That hits.
So he's
By
gonna
3.
deal a total of 11 negative energy damage. And that's his turn.
hey, by the way, Andrew,
Uh-huh.
I just realized that one of the spells that I have, I technically can't really cast. Because I protect companion is
Is it only
it targets
your
an Eidolon or
Eidolon or companion?
creature.
Okay.
Yeah,
If you want to swap that
I
out,
tried.
that's fine.
I was gonna say I got it with the intent of using it to protect Claw, but it I guess doesn't work that way. So, and also we don't have him anyway. So, yeah. Okay. Then I'll just put light on there. Cool.
What's else gonna do? Is a power check. What in the world is that thing?
Shadows.
Got shit rolls even with a hero point.
It's a shadow.
Okay. Ah, it's a shadow. Cool. Wall of fire.
Let's go.
So 60 feet line. So everyone's here. You know, all kind of crowded together. And then Wetzel just summons 5 foot wall of fire across the entire room where the shadow is.
All
Right in front of Dudley.
Okay.
That lights up the whole room. And okay. Deals not great damage, but damage. Don't go into the fire, it burns.
What?
Never would have guessed
You
that.
can see the shadow pretty clearly though. You're up, Moon.
Okay, so I still see the shadow.
Oh yeah. I mean, he moved
Okay.
out of the darkness and is now standing in a wall of fire. So
Targeting.
yep, you see him pretty well.
Beep boop targeting.
Beep boop.
It's weird to see the back of Dudley's head in the same amount of light as the rest of him, given the fact that he doesn't cast a shadow.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, I'm swinging. Swinging with my bow. That hopefully breaks.
Moon Moon doesn't have the power of introspection right now.
Moon Moon only
Moon
knows
Moon's
murder.
cool.
He came back. Moon
Moon
Moon's
already
friends are
doesn't
being
understand
hurt.
how shadows work. And as far as
Moon
he
Moon's
knows,
fr-
it's just
I have
normal.
a high intellect. What do you shut your whore mouth?
Wow, rude.
They use a bard.
13 plus 18. 31.
That's a crit.
Crit!
Crit? All right.
Last time you guys were targeting the greater shadow. You had a higher crit.
36.
Ah.
36
Oh,
36.
I get it.
is dead.
Fuck yeah.
So the fainter one is Dudley's shadow that was possessed, and then the darker one is the actual monster that
Yep.
tore off Dudley's shadow.
That is correct.
So does that mean Dudley's shadow returns to Dudley?
It will when he loses the enfeebled condition in 4 hours.
So when he sleeps.
4 hours
By the
now.
time he wakes up, he should have his shadow back.
Yeah, because after every hour, your enfeebled condition goes down by 1. So you were at enfeebled 3, and now you're at enfeebled 4.
Right. And it's at a max of 4.
Thank you all.
Well
Running
done.
around leaving.
Wetzel yawns. Anything else?
But I could be assistants.
Can I go back to sleep?
Yeah, we like
Yeah.
to hear snore.
I think we leave.
What? Why?
I gesture at kind of the space where the shadows were.
So while the fire
Because
there,
this shit.
brightly lit.
Okay. I don't think the absence of light was the reason that we got attacked by the shadows. I think sleeping in the dungeon is probably just not a good idea.
No, we're already here.
Well, we're going to take a break so I can take out the dog. So you guys can discuss whether or not you're going to stay the rest of the night or trek back to the beginning of the dungeon.
It's actually not that far of a walk.
It's
like
I say it was.
I think for solidarity of just